Hello and welcome back to Deadly Sin Gaming. My name is Rose, also known as Sinclair. In last episode, we built a village breeder. But as you can see on my screen, it is not where it used to be. No, no, no. Because if you remember the last episode when we put it downstairs, it really wasn't working. And I did a little digging and research. It's because the villagers over here in these two little farms were interfering with it, causing too many villagers in the quote-unquote village. So I have built an what I would like to call a village breeding island, and I just plonked it on top of that. So if we go over here, I haven't made a real good way to get over there other than by boat or swimming. So, I also don't know why. Okay, yeah, so we'll get over here. I don't know if you can tell if this is a man-made island or not, but nonetheless. But as you can see, it works. We got this villager here, and I haven't built a way to get them out. And right now I believe it's turned off, so they're not going to make any more. And I wanted to keep it turned off just because until I get the output of this working, I didn't really want to have a whole bunch. I just wanted to get at least one to make sure that he's supposed to be there. So let's actually break this and see what kind of villager we got. So what do we got? I got a cartographer. Well, that's kind of unfortunate, but nonetheless, it's an extra villager we have. But today's video, I'm very excited for, because while I was taking out this awesome, some ink. This village breeder, and I built it back up. Of course, I didn't fill the hole. I heard, I think you can hear it now. You can. I heard some mobs. And I got close to the sound, and I dug down a bit. And look what I found. A skeleton spawner. Of course there's a zombie because it's dark in here. But we got a skeleton spawner, and it might be that there's too much light coming in. Oh, he doesn't seem to mind. So, I think today what we're going to do is I'm going to dig this out, and we're going to build an XP farm. So we have a little easier way to repair our mending tools here. This one's not so bad because that's my main digging tool when I go mining and stuff, but our soak touch is breaking awfully fast. And I kind of want to get the enchantments on this up graded a little bit better. So, without further ado, I think we should start digging. Alrighty guys, after clearing all this out, and I went over here and I lit up this cave, so we shouldn't have too many spawns or any at all. Let me see if I can plunk down some more torches just to make sure. Check our chest here. I did check the other one. We got a couple pumpkin seeds, some iron horse armor, more pumpkin, golden apple. Ooh. Alrighty, and then what we'll do is we will clear out, I think it's a 9 by 9 is this spawning radius here. And then we'll figure it out from there. Alrighty guys, and we got this 9 by 9 area cleared out. And I have my little staircase that way. So what we need to do next is figure out where we want them to be taken to. I kind of almost want them to go through the base almost. You know what I mean? And then like at least like so we can see them going up and then they fall down somewhere inside so I don't have to come out here necessarily. So I think swap that around. So we need to dig this down for the water channel. Oh, there's already a water channel that way. That's not what I wanted. Oh, we are inches from the ravine. Okay. So if that's the case, then we'll just do it. I guess we can go on that side. Well, that changes my plan a lot. Yeah, it does. So my question is, if we come up here, where does this drop us in? Right there. Okay. Okay. Just hold and right click. That's awesome. Okay, so that is dead center. So 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks from that hole that I just dug is where the spawner is. Let's get nighttime. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's where the spawner is. Oh, my inventory is really full. What can I get rid of? These arrows? Okay, let me go sleep and figure out what I want to do. So I think what I figured out is I want to do what I initially did. And what I've done here is I've dug the trench again, and then I filled all this in with this stone here that I dug out from the bottom, and that was a pain. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fill in all these water streams, which I can actually, now that I think about it, just do a little bit of this, and then what I need is what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then something like that. Obviously not exactly like that, because we're going to need stone pressure plate, I believe. I'll throw that on the ground. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that goes there. I think that's how that works, especially because of the new water mechanics are kind of silly. Okay, so that might need to be ice with a sign instead, just to keep the mobs going. Or is that just because I'm a player? I don't know. I don't know exactly what's the issue here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'll work. So just those two streams, and then we'll get a bunch of signs and get them with a bubble column going up this way. And that should get them up, and I need to go up at least 21 blocks from this level and then drop them down 21 blocks. So I'll get this bubble column put in place and then we'll be back. So this is what we got so far, guys, and I think I don't want to do a dropper because honestly this is perfect. I mean, 21 blocks up, and it brings us just below this farm, and it'll drop them right here. So my idea is a crusher, and in order for this crusher to work, I need to get the timing right so that way they're one hit with a fist. So I have this sticky piston here. In the design I found and tested in my test world, which I can show you right now, which is very similar to what we have in my base. Now this would be the chamber. Now this is all the added bits here, with the piston up on the third block because this is a half slab so they can't see me at all, but I can still hit them. So let's say we have a skeleton or even a few skeletons. I don't know if let me get a few skeletons in there, right? And this is a hopper clock with a what's that? That would be 96 tick roughly clock on it. And with this redstone torch powering this piston, this piston can't push this block that way, even though it's powered. Because they're both powered, and because this hopper is powered, the items stay in there. So when we hit this button, it moves it over, activating the clock, putting the items into this hopper. From that one, when that's empty, it turns it off. And now all our skeletons are still alive, and we just get an empty fist, which just and should all be one hit as long as we hit them. Yeah, see? So what we need for this design is 2 sticky pistons, 2 comparators, 2 hoppers, and a handful of redstone dust, plus this sticky piston here for the crusher. One thing I should test is whether or not they actually move into this chamber like I have it set up. Let me swap to glass here so I can see better. White glass is fine. So they have that one block there, then that block there, 2 blocks coming up. And like that. Then we get some signs. Some signs. And I just want to make sure that this works. We need some soul sand. I passed it. There it is. Like that. And then a whole bucket of water. Like so. And then I have a sign there, I believe. And then water bucket there. Yeah, that looks about what I have. I don't know if I have a sign there or not, but nonetheless. So if we break this block here, and we have the bottom, where is blue? I have blue ice at the bottom of that. So if I do something like this, with water stream headed into that, that's about what it looks like. And then of course our water stream's a little bit longer. And we just plonk down a skeleton, it gets moved in, and then you get shot up. Perfect. I just want to make sure because there is a roof right here. Oh, I forgot one sign. I had a sign blocking this water stream from going in there. all the way. Yeah, like that. Okay. I'll just place that. So we get a couple skeletons going in there. Yeah, they fall down. Okay, so that design should work just fine. And then we'll go back into the other world and build this. I don't know if I have enough slime, but we'll definitely get that. Alrighty, heading down into our little slime farm area, which, oh, you guys haven't seen what I've done with it. Oh, there's a skeleton there. Oh, there's a lot done with this. It's not completely done, and it's still a manual-ish farm, but I'm quite happy with it. I've dug all the way down to bedrock and put these two little platforms in place. I don't know if these platforms are tall enough to get the big slimes, but they can at least get these little slimes. Oh, and they fell down. So if we actually head down here, this took a lot to do because behind all this cobblestone is mainly ravines. Look at all this slime just. Oh, crouch, crouch. Why does it say new recipes? I just made a sticky piston. Actually, no, I didn't even make a sticky piston. I still have the piston in my inventory. This thing's weird. But something I just realized, this needs to come up a block at least. Because underneath these magma blocks, we need to put hopper mine carts to collect the slime, which shouldn't be a problem. I just gotta move all these blocks. And these are actually really easy to collect. You just go to the nether, there's huge piles of them instead of going to the bottom of ravines and stuff like that. But digging this out was a pain in the butt. Yeah, definitely a pain. They're coming for me. See, I don't even need to do anything. They just spawn and die. Oh, this is great. Okay. I don't care about the damage. I realize there's diamonds here. I might as well grab them while I'm here. Oh, there's one diamond. A whole single diamond. Yeah, it's going to be empty. Alright, climb up our ladder of awesomeness, and I'll meet you back in the skeleton farm. Alrighty, back down at the skeleton farm here. Eat some of this lovely chicken we have. And the first things first is we need to place our piston where it's going to go. So that's 1, 2, 3. It's going to go there. But let's see, is that going to work? No. I need to come up a block or something. Okay. That'll work. Okay. Like that. And then find a place for the hopper clock. I don't really want it to be in view. I guess I could dig it down and cover it up. I'm gonna need to dig down at least 2 blocks, like so. And then break that torch. Like that. So the hopper clock can go there. I think it'll needs to be 1 wider. But that's fine. Then our hoppers, redstone, comparator. We will need a redstone torch. Yeah. That should be everything. My inventory's a mess. Wow, we got lots of slime now. So if I need a redstone signal coming up. So if I do this, redstone torch, and then have an output there, So if I do this, is that gonna, that does not power that. Okay. So unless, so redstone blocks not power blocks? It does not seem like it. No, not at all. Okay. So, if redstone blocks don't power themselves, or power other blocks, we gotta figure out a way to get the redstone signal up. Let me do some testing and I'll be back. Alrighty guys, I've figured it out. Now, this is exposed, but we can easily, you know, just block this off. You know, from the view of the human eye. And it could look something like this. And if we grab, of course I just got rid of the egg, but that's okay. So if we grab, have a bunch of skeletons here from our spawner. Now this might get a little loud. You just hit this button. And it's not using this one. And then just stand back a little bit and just hit them. And all the drops go into this chest here. And of course we can also take this output somewhere else if need be. But for right now, I mean, that spot right there is good enough for me. And all I did is I sunk it down on the floor and built that right there. And I think that works really well. So what I'll do differently from what I did over there is before I took the signal from underneath this redstone block, but now I have it coming into a repeater which separates this for this redstone torch so it doesn't power the redstone, and then the repeater goes into this block which then cycles that torch and cycles the torch up, and it works flawlessly. And then you have your 24 stone and or whatever, 24 of some 64 stackable item in there, and we can just cover up the floor and it'll be great. And the only thing we would show would be this torch and stuff, but again we can cover that behind the wall because this comes out I think like 2 or 3 blocks, something like that. One or two, like that. I think it looks like this. So I think this is our outside wall. But even still, that's really good. So back over to our main world. Alrighty, back over there. I just wanted to make sure this worked. This button does turn that off. You can see that on camera in that little, yeah, see it turns that off. And then once we get the redstone source into there, the only thing I'm going to be missing now is the repeater, but that's okay. So we just need to dig out this spot here. It's going to show, at least for right now, but that's fine. So we would go is piston extended with a redstone block there, that there, then grab our smooth stone, make everything look halfway decent. Ooh, okay. And then redstone dust there, redstone dust there, solid block, solid block. The hoppers, one goes here, the other one goes there. We break this one, replace it so it funnels into that one, And that should be the clock done. So then I just want to make this look a little nicer. At least from the outside. And grab our bricks. Boop, boop, boop. So that's the clock done. I just need a repeater, and then this should be working once I get all those torches taken out. So let me get that done. Let me cover this up, and then let's see if this starts working. Alrighty, guys. So looking at this, everything looks super different because a lot's happened between the last clip and this one. There was actually a clip in between this that was actually the original end of the video, but something got corrupted or something along those lines, and I couldn't use it. So this is what I've done off camera since then, and it works really well. And I also cleaned up this a little bit, you know, working on the ceiling and stuff like that. Initially, I thought I needed a viewing platform, which I did make down there, and I didn't put any ladders in it yet. But apparently I don't. I just need to stand nearby, and they eventually make their way up, as long as you AFK enough. And yeah, this works really well. As you can see, my Silk Touch pick right here is already full because I've been holding it. And as long as they don't have armor, they usually take one hit. Let's see if we can get a skeleton. Yep, see, there you go. See, skeletons just start spawning. I think it's because it's nighttime, so the spawns are a little wonky. But that's going to be the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, then please leave a like. And if you're new to the channel, then why not subscribe, right? If you'd like to see more. Yeah, so I hope you guys have a wonderful day.